Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you for joining me today, I really do appreciate it. So let me just tie my hair back. Right, so today I think we're going to be doing about 3 days, 3 looks with this Tinkerbell palette, and I know that I've used it once before, but I want to give it the benefit of the doubt and try and use it again. I mean, I've seen in a lot of videos that this palette has worked for people with deeper skin tone than me, so I don't know what the issue is, especially with these two lighter shades in the palette. I'm not going to use this one today, maybe to blend out, but this one here I'm going to be using in the crease just to see if we can get it to work, because last time we couldn't, or I couldn't. So let's just put some tape on first. So I was supposed to be going to my mum's this evening. I'm not going. I feel just so lethargic. And then this evening there was meant to be a live of my Cara Beauty palette going up, and I was really looking forward to chatting to you guys. And I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. It wasn't even a live, it was a premiere. It went up and it just went up as a normal video. I'm almost positive I clicked premiere. Almost positive. I might not have done, because my head has been all over the place recently, so that could be my problem. I'm really sorry about that, guys, if you did go on there to enjoy the premiere with me, but yeah, I don't know what happened there. Okay, so let's go into the palette. The palette itself is absolutely stunning, isn't it? It's really, really weighty, which I like. It boils down to this mirror. This mirror is quite thicker than other mirrors. It's a really good quality mirror as well. We're going to go into this one here, Big Magic, first. See if we can get you to work. I'm going to look into this mirror today. Yeah, it's working better now. It's probably because I thought the shade was deeper and I used Second Star first in the crease, so it was probably because of that. I mean, is it really, really pigmented? No, but can you build it up? Yes. So I do feel slightly better now that this has worked out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if this Second Star just works out as kind of a blending shade. I think it will. Just clean my brush off. Yeah, it does. I mean, you can't really see it a lot, either of these shades, to be honest. It's not the most pigmented of eyeshadows from Colourpop that I've tried, the mattes, but it seems to be a lot more pigmented than last time I used it. And I think then I'm just going to go in. What am I doing today? Right, we'll go in with a shade Awake. I think I'm going to use this one as a shimmer, Small Fairy, today. So we don't want to go too heavy in with this Awake shade, but I do want a little bit of definition. And I've used this shade before and I liked it. I think I'm just going to put it in the outer corner. Just to give a line. This side's really patchy. But that's not down to the eyeshadow, it's down to my watery, messy eyes. Let's take it off. So who's getting the Hocus Pocus collection? Now, I really like the palette and I like the mirror. Everything else I'm not too bothered about. So that's coming out on Thursday, isn't it? I don't think I'm going to buy it when it releases. Maybe I'll get it next month. But I wouldn't mind that older Hocus Pocus palette as well, which they've just brought back. Right. Now we're going to go in with Small Fairy. So we just need to take... I've just cleaned my Japanese brush. This one looks pigmented. Oh gosh, that's stunning. You certainly don't need to spritz your brush with these. I mean, you can, but I'm not going to. Because I don't feel like it needs it. Oh, it's so stunning. So the shimmer formula in this Colourpop palette is so much better than the previous palettes I've tried. Apart from the Limoncello. So the newer palettes that they've released, I mean, I haven't tried too many. I think I've only got the Limoncello one and this one that are really new. I've also got High Tides. I've also got High Tides as well, but I've not tried that formula yet. Right, so it's rised a little bit, but never mind. Stunning. And then I'm going to go in with my liner brush and we're just going to use that Awake shade again, just for the lash line. So tomorrow my Christmas gift's coming off my mum. Well, it's actually a Christmas and birthday gift. She's let me order the Natasha Denona Trio Chrome palette and I am super excited. I've been saying to friends I'm not going to want to hand that over, which I'm not, I know I'm not. But it's like a friend said to me, well, Christmas isn't that far away, which it's not. And I will show you guys on camera. We all know what it looks like, but we want to appreciate it together. I'll have to take it to her and she can wrap it then. So yeah, I feel really super appreciative that she's got it for me. It's not an expensive palette. Now, regular retail price on that in the UK is £111, but Cult Beauty sent me a gift voucher and I got it for just under £90, which I think is good. It's still very expensive, but that's kind of Black Friday sale prices, so I thought we'd get it straight away, just purely because I waited and waited and waited for the gold palette to go down in Black Friday sale, and it did last year. But I was really salty about the Glam palette coming to me broken, and I just kind of boycotted Look Fantastic for a while. I'm okay now with them, I'm over it now, because when they send the palettes out, they actually protect them a little bit more, and also most of it goes through Royal Mail. If you order between Monday and Friday, it goes through Royal Mail. We're so much more careful than the couriers. So yeah, I'm a bit nervous about this palette coming tomorrow, whether it's going to come broken, but we'll see. I'm just going to show you in the second day that I do this video look. I'm not going to do a separate video for it, I don't think. Just purely because it's not a haul, it's a Christmas gift. I don't think she'd mind me showing you. But then it needs to go to her house, out of sight, out of mind. And a friend actually sent me a Christmas gift, and that's at her house as well. I call my mum the present keeper because I just wouldn't want them around my flat until it's actually time for me to have them. Right, so I'm going to go in with Essence the False Lashes now. Tomorrow I'm going to get a new mascara. Okay, let me grab a lipstick and then we're done. And a bit of a drink. Most of my lipsticks are in my handbag. So most of my lipsticks are in my handbag. Right, I'm going to use this one, this e.l.f. in the shade Nectar. Now I keep trying to push myself to like it. I just don't know, guys. I really don't know if I do. So let's see. I mean, it certainly matches my t-shirt. I think I like that more today. Maybe I'm just getting used to the shade. I've not had it on for a while. But like I say, in every single video that I film with this on, this one is Kelly Gucci's favourite shade of lipstick from e.l.f. She enjoys it. Just because Kelly enjoys it doesn't mean that I'm going to. We've got completely different skin tones. But yeah, I mean, I'm liking it with this look. What do you reckon, guys? Well, guys, we're going to leave the video here for today. Tomorrow we're doing day 2, look 2. What are we doing tomorrow? Well, I've got to go into town tomorrow, so I think I'm going to do another neutral look. I'm going to go in with Place Between that, and it's probably going to be the same shades again. Big Magic, and then blend it out with Second Star, and then on the third day we can use that beautiful green shade Neverland, and then we can do a review on it. So my opinions are already changing on the palette. I don't know what happened that first time. Again, I can only put it down to me using this one underneath this, and it just muted it a little bit. But so far so good. I mean, hey guys, so today is day 2, look 2. Well, really it's day 3, look 3, but I'm going to have to repeat a look, and I'll do that tomorrow. Yesterday I did such a gorgeous look. I'm just hoping I can recreate it tomorrow. It's on Instagram if you've not seen it already, but by the time you've even watching this, you possibly would have seen it if you are following me over on Instagram. But I'll tell you what shades I used. I used Big Magic. Did I? No, I didn't. I put Second Star in the crease, and then I went in with Sleep in the crease, Awake in the outer V, and Neverland, and then I used my Supershock Straight On Till Morning in the inner portion of the eye, and it looked really nice. I've had a lot of compliments off you guys on Instagram, so thank you so much for that. Today we are going to be using the last shade that I haven't already used, which is Place Between. And we're obviously going to be using these shades again. So I'll start off with Big Magic and then blend it out with Second Star. That's the only way to get the pigment, I think. And I don't know if I'm going to deepen it out with any of the other shades. I might do. I might put this one in the outer V. But let's see how we feel. It's the worst thing, isn't it, as a creator, when you're filming, the video stops and you lose all your content. I was so pissed last night when I was editing it back. I'm like, where's the rest? Because it filmed the intro, and then I thought I'd got it. It's like, more often than not you can hear like a click in the camera, and that's when it stops recording. and I thought I'd got it in time, but I didn't. I had most of my makeup on, and I didn't really want to kind of just show you that, because I've done that before in the past and you guys have said it's a shame we didn't get to see you create the look. So I'm going to do that look tomorrow. Just means my stash will be going up a day late, but that's no biggie, it's been up later than that before. Right, okay, so we're going in with Big Magic first. Maybe with a stiffer brush it would show up more. I don't normally use this Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush in the crease. I normally just use it for packing a base shade on. But considering it is a crease brush and considering it's quite sturdy, then it might pack it on a little bit better. I mean, you can definitely see it. It's just not really pigmented, and I think that's what put me off the first time using it. I expected more from it. But it's just a washer colour. Nobody else seems to complain, so it must just be me that feels like this about it. I think we are going to have to put something in the outer V, and we're just going to put a bit of this on. Otherwise it's just going to be, you're not going to notice it. What we'll do is we'll blend it out with Second Star, and I'll use my Spectrum B07 for that. Now normally I would have been happy with this the way it's looking, but I really like to deepen my crease out lately, so we're going to add a bit of green, I think. See how that looks. So now we're going to go in with a Sigma pencil brush, and we're going to go into the lightest green, which is the shade Sleep. So at this stage, when I've used this palette for the 3 days, then it's going to be, I've done 4 days, 4 looks with it, so I feel like I'll be able to give you a good review, because I would have used all the colours, sometimes twice. Right, so I'm just really building the shade up on the outer corner. Just to make a nice little line. Damn it, I've gone in with the green shimmer instead. Okay. What a nice sharp edge. As always, need to sort out the left eye and make it a little bit neater. Yeah, that's better. Just a bit more. Okay. Right, so now then we're going to go in with this lovely bronze shade here, which I've not used yet. It's called Place Between. Just get a healthy amount on the brush. Oh yeah. These shimmers in this palette just feel like new formula. They're so good, guys. So I've decided not to get the Hocus Pocus collection. Reason being, I think it's a really cute collection. but I've spent way too much on Colourpop recently. Now, just getting this Tinkerbell collection, the things that I wanted from it, I paid a $20 shipping fee, and the only thing that I want from the Hocus Pocus collection is obviously the new palette. Then they've got that cute black mirror out, and I did think about getting the older palette. It didn't come to $60, and I would have had to pay quite, I would have had to pay a lot of shipping, so I decided on not getting it. But I do think it's cute. If you was to ask me what would I prefer to get, Tinkerbell or Hocus Pocus, I think most of you know what I would get. Because of all the greens in the Tinkerbell palette, definitely this one. And I've just bought it. I've not had it a couple of weeks yet, I don't think. And they brought out that new collection, and although I wanted it, I've got things coming up. So my finances have to go on that. So yeah, I won't be getting that. Maybe next month I'll get it. If it's still there. Now, a friend said to me, well, it's probably going to sell out, probably won't be there when you come to get it next month. Well, if that's the case, I'll just have to kind of hit that on the head, won't I? You know, I'll have to miss out. I don't care. It's makeup at the end of the day. It's not worth, you know, spending everything I've got on makeup. And I've got so many Colourpop palettes to try out. You know, it would have been nice to have it for Halloween, don't get me wrong, but I mean, I'm not going to buy something when I can't really afford to buy something at the moment. I'm currently applying for lots of jobs working in warehouse. I feel like customer service, which is what I'm used to, isn't the right fit for me at the moment. I'm still quite depressed and very, very anxious, and I feel like the warehouse environment, I have done warehouse work before for about 4 years, over a decade ago now. I feel like that would be a better environment for me. It's more, I think it's more challenging in the way that it's more physically active, and you know, it will help with kind of my weight loss as well, and I'll get to meet people. Whereas working in the office, a lot of you are working from home, and I don't really want to work from home, if I'm being completely honest. I've been at home over this entire pandemic, and I just want to go back to work, meet people, earn a living, and just not struggle so much, because universal credit is a struggle. On universal credit through this pandemic, they've given you some extra money and they're taking it away next month, so I definitely need to be in work within the next few weeks if possible, because I don't really see how they expect us to manage. And I know we did manage before, but yeah, I just don't see how they can expect that from us. So I'm going to go in with Sleep, this shade here, and it's about time, you know, that I go to work, to be honest. I've been wanting to go back to work for the last 2 years. I had job interviews lined up, and they was cancelled due to the pandemic, which sucked. It's the right time, guys. Right, and for inner corner, I kind of want to put some green shimmer in that inner corner. It's probably too dark, I know that. But actually, no, I was thinking of using Tink, but I think I'll use Pixie Dust, that one there, just in the inner corner. Oh yes. It's crumbly. That is stunning, isn't it? I think I'm going to spritz the brush as well, see how more foiled we can get the shimmers. Right, so where's my brush? Just using the last bit of the Glow Intensity. I mean, this shade is not really a bronze. It's got bronze in it, but then it's got an undertone of like a taupey shade. So it's like a really dark taupe with brown running through it. It's beautiful. It's not like a shade I've got in my collection at all. So as of filming this, I did put out a video of your guys' help in choosing my next Colourpop palette, and as of filming it, it looks like it's going to be Truly Madly Deeply. Thank you guys for not choosing the Flutterby. Because I'm only choosing one Colourpop palette this week, and we're going to go with, I think I'm going to pick at least one newer palette out. I've got my eye on a palette from Profusion that I want to use that's really autumnal. So we're definitely going to be using that, and maybe 3 of the... are we going to do 2 or... So we'll pull 3 of the older palettes out and do 3 days, 3 looks, 3 palettes. I was going to do 4 days, 4 looks, 4 palettes, but I feel like that's too much. And especially with Truly Madly Deeply being a bigger palette as well, 3 looks is enough, and then we can concentrate on Truly Madly Deeply for 4 days, and then pull some more palettes out. Right. I'm going to go in with the Essence The False Lashes mascara. Now I have got another mascara, but I want to wait until I've hauled it to use it. And it's not an Essence one, guys. I think I like this look better than I liked the one yesterday. Digging it. I think I'm going to, sorry guys, I think I'm going to go in with this brush again and use Pixie Dust again and just try and make it a little bit more pigmented. Pop some on the brush. Very pigmented anyway, so it might not go any more pigmented. How many, oh it is though. How many times can you say pigmented in a video? If you may, then quite a lot. Wow. Beautiful. So tomorrow we'll just do the look that I created yesterday, and then we'll be done with the palette. But I am absolutely loving this palette. The shimmers are the best thing in the palette, which is really unusual for me to say, because normally I'm saying, oh, the mattes are the best thing in the palette, the shimmers are a little bit powdery. They do have chunks in them, like when you're scraping it onto the brush. If you was just putting it on the finger, like, hang on a minute. Sorry guys, I really had to take that call. So good news, I hope, fingers crossed. So fingers crossed, I'll be starting work on Monday. It's with an agency, it's probably temporary, but it will get the money in no matter how many weeks, months I have this job for, and then I can just apply for something else. So I've had to go through the recruitment process. They needed me to fill in this really long ass application form, which I don't know why, considering it's so temporary, but I've done it. They wanted to see a P45. Now, I don't have a P45, considering I've been out of work for 4 years now, just caring for my mum. So I don't have that, so it might not go ahead. But there was another job that rung me, I think yesterday. I need to I need to get some credit for my phone so I can check my voicemails, and then I'll ring them back as well. And I'll just see what people have got to offer. But yeah, it's looking good so far. Even if I don't get this one, I'll get the next one. But we were halfway through the makeup, weren't we? So the eyes are done, which are looking really, really good. So we just need a lippy. What to wear? I think I've got a lot of lipsticks in my handbag, you know. Right, let's try this YSL one because I'm really trying to get to like it. This one here. You're probably being blinded by it. It would be so cool if I got to work on Monday. That was Friday as we're filming this. Now the recruitment agent said that she had to leave by 3, so I had to really hurry up and fill that form in. But I bet it's not straightforward. I bet there's something wrong with it. Like I said, I better get my phone in case she rings back. Like I said, it's probably not straightforward, and if I don't get to start this job, there'll be another one. So it's 20 to 3 now, so the chances of her being able to start me for Monday are probably very, very slim, but it might be Tuesday, all being well with the application. So that's absolutely fine. I only applied for it today anyway, and then about an hour later she rung me. So it's a nice lipstick this, but it's not my shade. I think it would be more Naomi's shade from Beauty Dreams with Naomi. I think she really likes these kind of pale colours. So if you are interested in it, Naomi, it's in the shade 06, and it is the Rouge Pure Couture line. So yeah, there is that. Let's check I don't have any other messages. No, I don't think anything's come through as of yet. But I did only message her 5 minutes ago. Like I said, it's 20 to 3. She leaves at 3 and she's probably got other clients. So don't expect to hear anything just yet. But if I hear anything, I will let you know tomorrow. And I'll let you know on Monday when they finally get back to me about starting. Didn't expect to start so soon. So I think it's a temporary contract. It's full time. It's 40 hours a week. And you get paid weekly. That is the only problem for me, getting paid weekly. I would rather it be monthly, but because it's temporary, they do pay you weekly in agencies. So yeah, that's kind of the news for today, guys. We're going to leave this video here. I'm going to come back tomorrow and we're going to do day 3, and then we're going to talk about the palette, and then we'll shop my stash in the next video after that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Hey guys, so hopefully this is the last look that we're doing with this palette. It's day 3, look 3, but it's a recreation of day 2. In theory, yesterday's look was day 2, but in reality the look that I'm creating now is day 2. I hope that makes sense. Basically what happened is I lost footage for day 2. So yesterday should have been the last look, not today. So I'm going to recreate the look that I created. If you've seen my Instagram post, that lovely green eyeshadow look that I created, I'm going to recreate that today, or I'm going to try to. It's all from memory. So we're just going to see what we can do today, guys. So how are we all doing? Hope you have a great weekend. So as I'm filming this, it's Saturday. So yeah, I'm really hoping that you're having a great weekend. My plans for the weekend is I'm going to make me and my mum a curry tonight, chicken korma, and then I'm going for Sunday dinner tomorrow, and then on Monday we're having pasta bake. It's kind of become a tradition these last few weeks. So initially I thought I would have been starting work on Monday, but I think the application just got in too late before the woman that I spoke to, before the agent that I spoke to on Friday, and I don't think she's had time to look at it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, if everything goes well, I'll start on Tuesday or Wednesday. And if not, I've applied for 5 other jobs today, and there's one at Amazon, working in the warehouse, packing everything there. And I'm going to apply for that, but that's just a longer, lengthier application, so I'll probably do that either today or tomorrow. Get it in for Monday for when someone's checking them. I'm still applying for customer service work, but I would rather do warehouse at this point, just because I've been out of work for so long now. And yeah, I want to see how I get on with this. And it's a new change for me, it's a different challenge. I've not worked in factories for over a decade, or warehouses should I say. So yeah, we'll see how we get on with this process, and I'll obviously keep you updated. But for now, we're going to try and remember what we used. Right, so I used this shade here, Neverland. I also used my Supershock single Straight Until Morning, just in the inner corners, and I'm sure I went in with this one first, Big Magic. Actually, no I didn't. I know I didn't now, sorry. I went in with Sleep. So let's go in with Sleep, just in the crease, and then we deepened it out with the darkest green in the palette, the matte one called Awake. Now I love the two deeper greens. Just the two lighter shades barely show up. There are ways of actually getting them to show up, or getting one of the lighter shades to show up. The other one I think is just meant to be a blending out shade, or if you've got a deeper skin tone you can use it in the brow bone or all over as a base shade. I'm going to go into the inner corner a little bit. I don't think I did that last time, but then we're going to deepen it out anyway. So I hope you're all doing really well. So other than going to my mum's, I don't have much plans. I need to get the flat in order just in case I'm starting work next week. Need to do a bit of shopping. I mean, it's not a given. She did say I'd be able to start you as soon as you completed the registration process, but they're asking for references as well, so I don't know whether they'd start you and then go through the references as you was in the job, and if they didn't turn out well, I don't know if they'd kind of say, I'm sorry but your references didn't come back. Have you got some more references? Thing is, I haven't worked for 4 years, so I'd struggle. I mean, I put 2 references down, but I'd struggle, to be honest, to find work references. Right, I'm going to go in with this little Morphe brush. It's just the oval brush, and I'm going to blend the green out a little bit. So I'm going to go in with a lighter shade called Second Star. I'm almost positive I did this last time as well. But who knows. It's kind of ashy. I mean, you can see it. Okay, and I think I'll go in with the same brush, I've just cleaned it off, and we'll go in with Awake. I hope this is recording. So far so good, I think. Now part of me wants to deepen it out in the crease a little bit, but I didn't do that last time. I mean, we don't have to do it all the way across, do we? Maybe about halfway. So guys, I ordered the BH Cosmetics Avocado Toast Palette because I was ordering something for a friend and I was going to get it sent direct to their house. But then I saw that, and then I saw that if I used the Beauty Bay app, that I could get 15% off, and I just thought, why don't I do that and order that BH Cosmetics avocado toast palette. I've wanted to try it for a while, and I also want to try the blueberry. I don't know if it's blueberry muffin, but that one looks nice as well. And considering I'm not really a blue lover, I'm surprised I even want to try that. But yeah, I do. I think I want to take the tape off. Sorry guys, so just going to blend this green in a little bit. Well, they're not the same. I'm going to have to try and get rid of this line now a little bit, because that one's more rounded. Oh, that'll have to do. Then we went in with, let me just clean this brush off. Then we went in with Neverland, this one here. Which is a beautiful shade. Reminds me of a shade out of one of my Soph palettes I've got by Revolution. I can't remember which one it was. Right, so I'm going to leave a bigger gap today, I think. I think I'm going to leave all that gap, whereas before I left a smaller gap, I think. Just so we can use a tiny bit more of the Straight Until Morning Supershock. And then after this, I'll probably film my Shop My Stash video. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. And then I'll do chores, and by the time I've done all that, it's probably going to be time to go out again. Actually, I need to go to the store first, so yeah, we'll do the Shop My Stash, then go to the store, and then do the chores. Right, so I'm going to get the Supershock now. I'm going to have to move these candles. Oh, it's not even in that drawer. Oh, I've moved everything around, guys, so I don't know where everything is. We'll use the smaller packing on brush for this. So that's what it looks like. Look at the cute packaging, so much attention to detail. I love these like limited Supershocks. I think they're really, really pretty. I've only got two. Got this one and the Raw Beauty Christie one that my friend got for me. So yeah, they're nice to have. Oh yeah, and I've got a tie-dye one as well, so I've got 3. And it doesn't look like anything at the minute, this Supershock. It looks sheer, but when I spritz the brush, it comes alive, guys, trust me. It's a bit crumbly. Okay, right, so let's pack a bit more on the brush and we'll spritz it. Just with the rest of the Primark Low Intensity Setting Spray. Seriously, there's about that much, guys. There's not much at all. This is definitely a better formula of Supershock. Right, so look at that to that. You can just see how much it's come alive. So yeah, I really like it. I didn't think it would make much of a difference, spritz, but it really does. So have you all seen the New Revolution Halloween collection? They're doing the Corpse Bride. I really love the mirror. That is super cute. The palettes though, I'm not really feeling them. I mean, I've not seen swatches or anything, and I've not seen people review them. I might feel differently once I see that. Part of me feels like I should get something from a Halloween collection, and I'm not getting the Colourpop one, I don't think. So who knows, you might see it pop up in a haul. If you've been around the channel a while, you would have seen how my Colourpop collection has grown just in a few months. And there comes a time where you've got to sit down and have a word with yourself and say, Andrea, enough's enough now, come on. I mean, are the things that I want from Colourpop at the moment? Yes. But I don't necessarily need to get them now. I would have liked that older palette though, from Hocus Pocus, the release that they did last year. I would have liked that one. Oh well. My mum says this all the time, you can't have everything you want in life. And I will be getting that Trio Chrome palette from Natasha Denona at Christmas, so that makes up for all the things that I can't have. Right, so I'm going to go back in with this straight until morning, and I'm going to put some of this over that, was it Awake or Asleep? I keep getting mixed up with those shades. Awake. I'm going to put that on the lash line as well. Bit too much on my brush. I'm using the BH Cosmetics small liner brush, by the way, guys. And I don't normally place shimmer this close to my eye, but I've been really loving it. Pop a bit more on the right eye. I recommend this shade so much, guys. I mean, looking at the palette, you'd think this shade here, Tink, and then this shade here are the same, but they're so not. I'm going to do you a quick swatch. I mean, I've already done it in, I think, the original first impressions I did. So that one's Tink, and then this one is just so much more pigmented and more foiled. I think you can notice the difference just by me showing them to you. So that one is Straight Until Morning. I'd say this one is lighter. It's lighter and it's got like glitter in it as well. So they're in no way, shape or form they're the same shade. But could you create a look similar without having the Supershock? For sure, you just need to go in with this Tink shade here and it would create a very similar look. But yeah, I'm glad I got the Supershock. These Supershocks aren't that expensive, are they? And it's definitely worth it for the cute packaging. So yeah, there is that. So now let's put on some mascara and we'll do lips, and then we'll talk about the palette in more detail. I'll give you my overall thoughts, if it's worth the money, pros and cons and all that jazz. So yeah, let's do this. I don't think I went in with spray for the deepest green shimmer shade that I've got on, but it doesn't matter, it's foiled enough as it is. Okay, that's looking good. Right, let me go and find a lip here. Right, let's use this little Charlotte Tilbury one. It's in the shade Bitch Perfect. I don't really use them a lot because I don't like them. But yeah, let's use it. All my other lipsticks are in my handbag, and I couldn't be bothered going into the front room for it. This is looking a lot like the YSL one I used yesterday, but it's a little bit more pigmented. Absolutely love the eye look. I'm just not crazy over the lipstick. Are they the same? Let's do some swatches. So this is the YSL I used yesterday. We'll do it here. Now they look very, very similar. The Charlotte Tilbury one might just be a little bit more pigmented. Oh my gosh, guys, can you see them? Look how similar they are. They could practically be the same lipstick. Right, so now onto the palette. Okay, so the Tinkerbell palette, absolutely gorgeous packaging. You can't argue that that's stunning packaging, can you not? Right, I'm going to move on to the cons first. So we've got these two light shades here. So we've got Second Star. Now if you put that in the crease first, you've got no chance of this big magic showing up. I made that mistake the first day I used it, and that's why I didn't like it. So what I tend to do is use Second Star as a blending out shade, just to kind of like make it look not so harsh. And then Big Magic I always use as a crease, especially if I'm using these more neutral shades here. Small Fairy and Place Between, that just looks really, really nice. But if I'm going in with the greens, I do tend to use Sleep in the crease, Awake on the outer V, and then I have done it where I've done Tink, like I've done today. I put a darker shade here, and then in the inner corners I put a lighter shade. So I put Tink, I think I did this when I created the look for the first impression. So I put Tink on the kind of like practically all over the lid, and then we put Pixie Dust on the inner corners, and it created a very similar look to what I've created now, only a little bit lighter. I think the palette is absolutely worth it, guys. I highly recommend it. I recommend this palette for the shimmers more than anything. They're just metallics, guys, and they're really, really good. They're really, really buttery. I don't think I've used a palette, I don't think I've enjoyed using a palette as much as this since I used the Limoncello. It's the same formula, I reckon. Very, very smooth, very buttery. The mattes in the Limoncello palette are a little bit better, but I don't mind them. Now I've had a few days to work with them, I don't actually mind those two shades there. And I love these two green shades down here, so I would definitely highly recommend it. Give this palette 9 out of 10 just because of these shades here. It would have been nice if this one was a little bit deeper, or like a cream ivory shade, so that you could use that as a base shade and a brow bone highlight. Or I put a very light shade in there that you can use as a brow bone highlight. And then this one, a little bit darker, I would say. But that's the colour story, and I do really like it. Could they have done a little bit better with those two neutrals? I think so. But for the main part, the palette is absolutely stunning. There's 9 shades in here, and I do like pretty much all of the shades. I'll get use out of everything because I use that as a blending out shade now, and I do use that as well. So, you know, nothing is a waste in this palette. As far as this shade is, Straight On Till Morning, absolutely love it. My only regret is I didn't get more shades from this collection, but maybe in time I will if they've still got them. I wouldn't put in an order just to get it though, because I got the one that I really wanted. So the lip tint in Tinkerbell is really nice. I don't like the scent, but you all know that. I have been quite transparent with me not liking the scent. But once that goes away, it looks really nice on the lips. And leaves a nice tint, which I really like. I wouldn't wear that every single day, but when I don't really want to go too mad with the lipsticks, I do pull for that, and I've really been enjoying using it. So I'm really glad that I got this collection. And of course with the collection came the Just a Glitch. I ordered the Just a Glitch palette as well, and that is so beautiful. I absolutely adore it. I'll definitely be getting more use out of that next summer, and I can use it with my other pastel palettes. In the last video that I was talking what pastel palettes it would go with, sorry we got cut off. You know, I feel awful that I couldn't refilm it, but I just wanted to get it up on the channel, and I'd pretty much shown you all the looks that I created anyway in that video. But it's just technology for you, it just cuts off sometimes. But yeah, I am sorry about that. So guys, this concludes the video. Thank you so much for watching today. I really do appreciate your time and support on the channel. It means the absolute world to me. Please like, share, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.